So PSU banks seem to be winning that punching war against private banks. Well, another industry that has actually seen blow after blow is the shipping industry, and the Indian container market is not spared from these blows. Ketan Thakkar has a report on the woes of the Indian container market.
High seas are at a low point as business for shipping container companies has slipped 35 to 40%. Freight rates have also halved and charter rates are down to an all-time low. In October 2008, 150,000 TEUs were idle, where TEU measures the size of a container. This figure could increase 5 times and touch 750,000 TEUs come February this year. At the ports, goods are piled up as importers are not claiming cargoes because of a cash crunch. And this has meant a monthly loss of at least 50 crore rupees for the container companies.
Whenever there's a reduction in the business projection or in the actual business, containers start idling. Right. Because you don't require that inventory of containers if the volumes come down. Right. And that idling is very costly. It is costly because the container costs money in terms of either lease or the buying cost of the container. Plus, there is a storage charge at whichever location the container is retained.
Little wonder Shipping Corporation of India is scouting for new markets.
The new routes, I think the main trade routes which were there, Asia to Europe or Asia to Middle East or India to Europe or India to USA, I think they are all feeling the crunch maximum and they have been globally hit the most. So I would look at the other routes which are still relatively new to most of the lines or to some of the lines. Could be like Red Sea or East Africa, where the cost is also less.
So to stay afloat, companies are increasingly relying on spot deals and no one wants to risk long-term contracts or pending payments. In Mumbai, Ketan Thakkar for NDTV Profit.